Hi! Hello and welcome to Contemplando con Cris. Follow my podcast for more. Just kidding. Today is Traveling con Cris. Traveling. Alright, y'all. So I have always wanted to make this video. And I'm insanely inspired and feeling it today. But first, I recently started a podcast while I was living in Santiago, Chile. Shout out to that era of my life. I am stateside once again, living in a mountain town that won't be named, but you know. So, when I started my podcast, I have my yoga instructor, my yoga teacher training in Medellin, Colombia, Flying Tree Yoga. Andrea has these affirmation cards. And so at the start of every podcast, I have each of my guests take out a card and closing their eyes and asking their soul what the affirmation is that they need today. And so today I just wanted to start my episode, my first traveling episode with an affirmation card. So I am going to use my left hand to pick the card that speaks to me. Tomo un momento para sentirme y regresar a mí. I take a moment to feel and return to myself. Well, this is appropriate because I feel like the last trip that I did, I was able to return home to me and to come to some conclusions about myself, my heart, what I needed. And I needed the trip to reground. I needed the trip to recenter and recalibrate. And the element of this card is water. And I actually got a tattoo while I was there with a little wave and a dot. And the dot symbolizes the pause you take before taking that jump, taking that leap. For me, it's starting a dance. And so that pause, that deep breath you take before you jump in, take that first step. And so, yeah, I love this. This is good. And tomo un momento para sentirme y regresar a mí. So I would love to channel that water today and to really move freely and to invite that fluidity into our life. And well, Soy Luz Yoga. Follow her on Instagram. I'll post the link below. And yeah, I'll also post the link to my podcast if you guys are feeling like finding some inspiration. We talk about a lot of things that have to do with mental health. A lot of things that have to do with enjoying life and love and the things that really give us life. And so, anyway, Contemplando con Cris stands for contemplating with me, Cris. And I'm hoping to release some English episodes soon. So, stay tuned for that. But today, okay, so what is today all about? So the last trip I went on was my first Euro trip. O sea, I went to Europe a couple of years back, but this was my first real Euro trip. I'm in my 30s, this is adulting, and it was great. I met a friend there that I hadn't seen in several months, and we met in South America, so it was this crazy trip, just meeting your friend that you met on another continent, meeting them in another continent. Amazing. Loved it. Lived the Lizzie McGuire movie dream. So yes, I went to Rome, Florence, Pisa, Cinque Terre, and Venice. And it was a dream, y'all. It was a dream. And so I just wanted to take the time today to say, if you've never gone to Italia, go. It's amazing. Beautiful, incredible. Just, I need to go back. I only was like a Tuesday to Tuesday trip. So, yeah, not enough time, but good for the moment and good for this point in my life. And so anyway, it was exactly what I needed. And I think traveling does that. It brings you back to yourself. It recenters you, regrounds you, and also like invites you to just be authentically you in a different country with absolutely no like judgment, no one to like compare you. Like no one knows you there. And so I think that's the most beautiful thing about traveling. You get to reinvent yourself everywhere you go. And so let's talk about essentials for the trip. We're going to start with the bags. If you know me, you know I have gone from many backpacks until finding the perfect one. I think I finally found the perfect one. Cotopaxi 35-liter one. I'm sorry. I have found someone new. So this bag is called the Bag Smart Bag. Okay, they had rave reviews, and I was a little hesitant just because I've bought lots of backpacks in the past. I've bought the viral Amazon backpack, loved it, ended up having to leave it in Chile. Like, it just didn't fit in my things. I had a lot, came back with a lot, but also not that much. Crazy. Anyway, living abroad for more than a year comes with its challenges, and so you just kind of learn to let some things go. And so anyway, I came back and found this, heard about it, watched lots of YouTube reviews. This version is called the Blast. It's an extendable one, which when I went and I packed all of this to Italy, which I will show you all of my outfits, and they fit in all the packing cubes that I'm about to show you. Yes, I'm a packing cube girl. So, okay, so this bag, all right, take a look. Love the color, and I'm going to show you the exterior part first. So we've got first zipper here, first compartment. It's a little bit hidden. You can't really see it. So like, I don't know if you want, this for me was like where I kept my umbrella when it started raining, and that was that pocket's purpose. Then we have this other pocket here, which I kept my Kindle in. I kept my sleeping band. So, oh my God, y'all. Sleeping band, Bluetooth band. If you're traveling and you're sensitive, you're a light sleeper to noise or to snoring, buy this. It's great. It has headphones built in, and I'll post all the links below. And yeah, I feel like this holds a really good charge. I used to have one that only held maybe like less than 8 hours, so I would wake up to it being like beeping in my ear like the battery was dead. This one, no. This one will last, it's lasted like 10 hours. So I do have to charge it once you wake up. Just charge it for the day, and then you'll be ready to go for the next night. So yeah, I put that there. And then my Kindle with its cover. And let's keep going. So this is my favorite pocket. When you have this backpack under the plane, this is the easily accessible pocket of all the stuff you need, right? So what's in here? I had my battery pack in here. I have a lock. So when we landed and maybe we couldn't check into our Airbnb, always important to have security. This has my sleeping pill for the plane, as well as my allergy meds and Pepto-Bismol in case you need it. Hopefully not. Some Tums. These, I'm not quite sure. These are called loop earbuds. I think they're very comfortable to wear. However, I think my Bluetooth headband does a lot more noise cancellation than these, but maybe when you're looking to be like concentrating, doing your work, studying, maybe these will be good. So they're the size of the pill case, so it's perfect. They fit right here. And then I had any cords that you might need access to. My headphones are in here too. And then this pocket, lovely people, was for snacks. Hello, you always need snacks on a long plane ride. So that pocket is good. I also want to share these S-Beaners. So I mentioned security with the lock, but there's a lot of zippers on this backpack. So like, what if, I don't know, you kept your passport in this pocket and you didn't want anyone to steal it? This S-Beaner is really cool. So I actually am having a hard time turning it right now, but you turn it and then it's unlocked. I'm going to show you up close and personal in a second once I get it out. But it's just that like extra security. They have them in black, they have them in silver. So you open it like this, you pinch, and you can connect two zippers, and then you just lock it. You just turn it and it's locked and you cannot, it doesn't bulge. So, if there was a pickpocket, like they would really have to take the time to use their nails and like turn that. So, I think it's a great addition. They're not very expensive. You can get like a 4-pack, I think, for like $6 or $7. So good investment. And I just clip it here on the actual metal part of the zipper, a little hole there, a little loop, and then I clip it on the other end. And like there's maybe like you could get one finger in here, but that's about it. Like it's not gonna go anywhere. And so here's the last pocket on the back. Actually opens way wide. I didn't even realize that these were still here. But this could be for another battery pack, for some cords, maybe your laptop charger if you're traveling with your laptop. So laptop, this I had my files, you know, printed out, old school Airbnb reservations and flight details. And then this, perhaps I could put my Kindle in there, or your tablet if you have one. So this is a great pocket on the back. It's very sturdy. I definitely feel like your laptop is protected. So there's that. And then on the back here, we have the classic luggage suitcase loop. Luggage. I was going to say sleeve. That's not what it is. But you know what I mean. It hooks on the rolling suitcase. And then this pocket is a little hidden pocket. I like to keep my passport in here. And baby wipes. These are incredible. Mini wipes. Grab and go. Look how tiny. There's 6 in here. Perfect for when you're traveling. Perfect when you're out and about and you just have like a small purse, small fanny pack, fits in there. I'm a baby wipe girl. They're also flushable. I don't know how flushable they are all over the world. I didn't flush them, but they are flushable. Okay, this part back here, we have the extender. It's open right now. And when I traveled and I had this packed to the brim, I actually did not use the extender. I used it on the way back. So I will vouch and say that there was enough space, that extra like what, 2 inches really gave me some extra space for some souvenirs. Didn't check a bag, traveled carry-on only. So, yep, water bottle pockets, good stuff. It's very stretchy, which I loved. I have a bigger water bottle that sometimes I travel with. But this time, I actually traveled with a collapsible water bottle, which I'll post the link below. This is the collapsible water bottle, and it folds down. Like, look at that. Incredible. And the lid came with a little carabiner, so I would just clip it. Honestly, I kept it right here, and it fits perfectly. But the clip, I would clip it to my fanny pack, and it worked really well. This is a regular water bottle that I use. Fits. And if you're feeling like, oh, like maybe it'll slide out, you've got that extra security with this. Maybe even clip it through here. Good stuff. Or just use that buckle and clip it on the outside if you've got a bigger water bottle. So, love, love, love this bag. I think it has a lot of compartments. Like this one's also a hidden compartment right here. This is great for when you need to grab the bag out of the oh, look, toilet paper. Didn't use it in Italy. We're good. But hidden compartment. Good stuff. All right, so let's chat about the inside. So something to note about this backpack that makes it different than other ones is that, you know, the viral Amazon bag opens like this. this one just opens one side, so more like the classic duffel bag. But honestly, I don't have any issues with it, and I think you can kind of pack a little bit more to the edges, which is really nice. Love this waterproof pouch. I put my electric toothbrush here. That was like the last thing to go. Put that here, and I also put this deodorant on the flight. Shout out to Target. These are really great. 72-hour coverage, y'all. I had that in there. I had my toothbrush, and I had like a facial wipe for the long flight, and that was everything I needed, and toothpaste, of course. And I think this was a great pocket for anything that you might have, like if you go to the beach in Cinque Terre and it's wet, you need to keep it here. It works. It's a solid choice. So we do have the buckles to buckle everything in. And another amazing part of this bag. So there's no compartments like on the inside, except for the classic shoe compartment. There are some holes which allow for breathing, which is good. We don't want this to get real stinky. And so it's pretty, like, it goes pretty far down. I just put some sandals in there, but you could definitely fit more than one pair in here, which I think, depending on how you travel and how many shoes you bring, up to you. But I found that I was worried in Italy. I was like, I want 3 pairs of shoes. Like, what if we go out at night and we need heels? Don't pack heels to Italy. I didn't. The temptation was there, but your feet are gonna hurt so bad just from walking all over Rome, Florence, Venice. Like, the last thing you're gonna want to do is wear heels. And so I just wore my white sneakers, Kurus. I'll link them below too. My favorite shoe company. It supports plantar fasciitis, and if you have high arches like me, they're a great option. They have all kinds of shoes, and I think they recently came out with some waterproof hiking boots, which is, I've been waiting for those, but I already have some other ones, so they have good options for wide feet too. So Kurus, packed those, and then I also packed my Kuru sandals. And so actually I wore those to the beach, and I wore them the day that my feet were like blistered and kind of swollen, and I just needed to breathe a little bit. Changed it up and felt good. All right, so that's a wrap for the Bag Smart Blast, the extendable version. Highly recommend you to get it. I'm just so pleased. It's not even that heavy either. It's good. Okay, so, and then I'm not going to take a second to walk through this, but I'm just going to show you. This is my Delcy Paris carry-on, and it's lasted a lot. And I think the wheels are like kind of, they've seen better days after all the cobblestone, but definitely take a good roller bag carry-on, personal item, good to go. Next up, packing cubes. All right, first one. Okay, so just a reminder, I had outfits packed for every day, and I had one outfit that I rotated for like the evenings. Was there if it was an option. And I bought a fancy dress that I didn't wear. That's the only thing I didn't wear. So honestly, I did good. It was a gorgeous metallic dress. Another occasion. When I go back to Venice. So this is the Patagonia packing cube. Worth the splurge, y'all. I love that it opens like this, and so I had, I believe, my pants and my tops here, and I think it fit in my suitcase, the roller bag. Good stuff. Recommendable. This is the large size, I believe. These are new. I got these just for this trip, and they are compression. And my favorite part about these, okay, is that they have a spot for your dirty clothes. And it's even like kind of like waterproof material. So these are from Bee Nesting, sold on Amazon, and they are compression. So Again, if you don't want to use the compression part of it, you can just use it as a big packing cube. Pretty large here. Good stuff. 2 sides. And then one side has that waterproof material. As you can see, this is the back side of it, and then this side's just the regular nylon. Next is the next size of that packing cube, and this one I really like. Feels like a lunchbox, but it's got a zipper compartment, and then even better, y'all. So talk about an upgrade for dirty clothes. This has a zipper at the bottom here that opens. Again, waterproof, and you can put your dirty clothes in here so it's not stinking up your good, clean clothes. Also compression, so it's definitely not 2-sided, it's just one, and then this is the compression part of it. So very sturdy. I think these are gonna last me a really long time, so I think this was the right choice. Bee nesting packing cubes. Okay, what's next? And the Bagolini packing cube for your undies. Also compression. Undies and socks. Everything fit in here, y'all. Actually, sorry, just my undies, because I packed enough. My undies went in here, and I think my socks and my pajamas went in here. And then, like, the rest of my outfits were in the other one. Yeah, so good stuff. Then, honestly, this is just a regular zipper bag. Got this in Peru when I lived there. Loved it. Oh my God, no, this was a gift from a really good friend, Jenny. And so she got this, I believe, in like Huancayo or Ayacucho. No sé. Pero a medicine bag. These immunity things didn't melted in my bag. The sleep ones from Target worked really well. Breathe right in case you get a cold and you're stopped up with congestion. Imodium, always important. Electrolytes. I brought some Celsius packets because I was worried about not having enough sleep and needing some extra caffeine. Don't worry about it. Espresso, 100% Italy all the time. Dramamine, did not have to use this in Europe, but always good to have. A cough drop, honey, and a Benadryl in case you have an allergic reaction or you just want to have this to go to sleep on the plane. Picot. This is the Cuban Tums. Pues, directo de Miami. Navarro, Sedanos. Tylenol. Dayquil and NyQuil, y'all. You just never know. You gotta be prepared. And then, okay, the Tums. These are great travel companions. Love them. You can just like stick one in your pocket. And then a leaf. Yep. I think that's it. So anyway, this is my botequín, my first aid kit. Okay, moving on. This little plastic one is great for your cords. I think you always need one. This also fit my adapter. 1000% recommend this one. US, Chile, South America, and Europe. And then I don't know what this one is, actually. I have yet to use it. I must go to a country where I need to use this one. But it's so slim, y'all. Look at that. Incredible. It has a little light here. It's from Anchor. Good people. They last a long time. It has 2 USB ones at the bottom and 2 USB-C. So, yeah, this lasted. Did some good stuff. And fits right in here. So, there's that. Speaker, y'all. Look how cute this is. It's so cute. It's a little heavy, but I don't know about you, and the cord fits in there. I love jamming out when I'm showering. I believed I used it once, but mostly because we shared Airbnbs with other people and I didn't want to be a nuisance. So, cool stuff. And I don't know if I'm supposed to use it within the case. Maybe. but it clips onto things. So good things. And then this hat, I wish I knew where I could find it. I'm going to have to look it up and possibly post it in the link below. But I wore this in Cinque Terre, and like, let me tell you, this thing was like squeezed in my bag and it held its shape and did amazing. And like, look at it. It's still good. It's still amazing. And it just folds up like this, and you can kind of clip it back together too. So good stuff. This I packed, I didn't use. I was like, what if I need to check a bag on the way home? Honestly, just didn't look into it. Too expensive. But this is a collapsible duffel. And so this is going to be my personal item. This is going to be my carry-on, and that was going to be my checked. If I checked a bag. I did not, but I think this is a good option to have. And it folds really well. It doesn't weigh anything either. Very lightweight. Okay, moving on. Rollable, roll-on sunscreen. Definitely recommend. It lasts a really long time. I had this while I lived in Chile and still use it. So good stuff. Water resistant, 55 SPF. Slippers. Hello. These fold up really flat, and they are like, I think this is like, I threw them in the washer when I came back and they held up really well. So recommend. Security door stopper. This is so silly, y'all. But I was tired of carrying around that heavy lock, so I got this. I can't say, I don't know. It feels foolproof. Like, just stick it there, and if they open the door, like, this is some kind of a jam. Just buy you some time. Let's hope no one's ever in that situation. I brought a tote bag. This is when we had a shareable bathroom in the Airbnb. Highly recommend. Like, hello, just throw all your toiletries in here, all your clothes, and walk to the bathroom. This is for groceries. Shout out to Yami. Kind bag. She bought it for me in London. And it opens up really big. I'm just going to show you. And so the pocket inside of it is what I was just folded into. But it's great. I actually use this for my wet clothes in Cinque Terre. And honestly, they were full of sand and still wet when it came back, when I landed. So, but it did its job. Like, nothing else in my bag was wet or sandy. So that was great. This is one of my favorite gals, okay? Riot Bag. Look her up. She is awesome. So I take this with me everywhere because this is the good, like, bag to just, your day bag. This is my day backpack. So everything folded into this pocket. But the best part about this bag, okay, well, first of all, let's talk about how it's green on the inside. So, like, when you're digging through stuff, you can see things better. So it's the Riot Bag by Sarah Gibbon. This is where I keep my phone. This is where I keep my wallet. And then inside, obviously, whatever you're carrying. But the best part about this is you put this thing on, y'all. So the zippers are on the inside. No exterior zippers. Like, look at this. Try and rob me. Try and pickpocket me. You can't. Although when I need something from here, I'm able to get it, which is nice. But it's good stuff, y'all. And it has lasted me many trips and a year and a half in Chile, like, with daily use. So, good stuff. And I've got to show you. I know it's not that cute, but it is so stretchy. When I tell you that I went dancing into several bars in Chile, and I brought home like 6 solo cups in this, I'm not kidding. I did. They fit in here. Took them from the bar as a souvenir. Somewhere in Santiago still. But okay, one of the best parts of this is it has this little clipper. These clip, tuck it right in, zip it up. This zipper is on the inside on my chest, so you cannot take anything out of it. I love this so much. You can make it longer, so it's more like a purse. And for me, it reminds me of like seatbelt. This is a seatbelt material. Don't know what to call that. But like, yeah, it could be a side purse, like a little messenger bag style, and it can be really close to your chest. Or I guess you could wear it this way too. Your choice. But again, she's still selling these. I'm posting the links. I think she's great. And I have clipped my keys on and on of this forever and ever. And the zipper is like solid. Okay. What else? Okay, these are staples that you, I think, really need for safety. Money belt. Money belts are bulky. I'm sorry. Get a running belt. And if you're a runner, you can use it to run. So it has a zipper on the inside. And this zipper does fit your passport. I've tested it. And bills. So the zipper, I think, is for like the really important things. And then you have one pocket here, zipper pocket, another pocket here. So I like to keep a piece of paper in case of an emergency with like my addresses. If my phone gets stolen, I know where I'm going and I can tell the taxi driver, and just keep some smaller bills in there in case you're ever in that situation and you'll at least have money to get back to your Airbnb. Yeah. Okay, this. Shout out to Keo. She has one too, and this is a neck pillow, y'all. Stuffed to the brim. So always, always, always what I do with this is I keep my pajamas, an extra set of underwear. Well, this time I kept a turban in here, and I slept like a baby on the plane. So it's comfortable. Pack maybe like your puffer jacket I've packed in here too. And yeah, it opens on both sides. So it's like a stuff sack. You just stuff it all the way through. So I'll post a link to that one too. And then because we're going to Rome and the Vatican and museums and religious places, pack a scarf, y'all. A scarf that will cover your shoulders. And well, also for me, why I got this one was because it doubles as a turban. And I didn't have to use it as a turban, but if I wanted to, it was there. And it washed really well, no pilling, and it's very lightweight and kept me warm too when I needed. So those are some of my top travel essentials, y'all. But so all of my outfits, boom, 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 boom here. And all of that fit in my carry-on, in my personal item. And I just wanted to be real with you. Like they fit in 1, 2, 3, 4 packing cubes. Like this is all that I brought for packing cubes, and that's where all of my clothes fit. And of course the neck pillow, I had some clothes in there too. So I think that's a really good important thing to include. And yeah, so check out all my outfits. I hope you like them. And definitely when you're going to Italy, I think I was like worried that I would just take up so much space with all my outfits, but girl, you're going to Italy. Wear the damn thing. Like, yes. Be cute. So, worth it. Worth every penny. Italia. Viva Italia. I hope that you enjoyed today's episode. And I'm just so excited to have finally done this, because this was on my list for a really long time. So these are most of the things that I have always traveled with. And, well, now I travel with my microphone. It's great. So, and the tripod that this phone is standing on right now, I also travel with. Yeah, comment Any questions, comments below. Hope you loved this. Follow my podcast, Contemplando con Gris. I am on Spotify and YouTube. And bueno, subscribe, Traveling con Gris, for more. Stay tuned. I don't really know what my next travel destination is, but I have an adventurous spirit, so we'll see. Here are some things I forgot. Aria rain jacket. It's packable into its own pocket. Patagonia puffer. Laundry detergent. And Matador soap bag. Really keeps everything dry. Amazing. And then just some wraps in case you sprain an ankle. You never know. Gotta be ready.